I've I recently had my YouTube channel. Both my YouTube channels were deleted. They didn't give me any warning or anything. They just deleted them, and I hadn't put any videos on there for at least a couple months, and so fuck YouTube, and I can't get my information from that anymore, so I'm going to other sources. Health Ranger is putting out a video site in July 4th, which I've already joined anyway, and then there's DTube, D.Tube, which is, but I have to buy a cell phone to get onto that. They're deleting, they've done away with the Doctor of Common Sense. They deleted his channel. They've, Matt Monarch, the Raw Food World, they've deleted, they stopped him from having a webinar, and they've put another strike on him, and the government's also banning a lot of natural supplements, and we're under attack. This is a war. You got to fight for your health and fight for your life. They're trying to take our freedoms away from us, and they think they have all the information. This video is not recording very right. It's making me look red in the face. I'm not red in the face at all. Maybe I can straighten this out. And so the only place I can probably, I'm trying to put this this video on my website, and then I'll advertise it on Twitter, not on Twitter, but on on Twitter, and then maybe on Facebook, and I might advertise it on Gab. But if you don't stand up for your freedoms, they're going to take them all away from you. I mean, I didn't have any warning. I was just retweeting videos, and then the Expedian site that's a credit card that tells you your credit score. I've got a membership to that, and I got identity theft under it, and I put on social media monitoring, and then I was retweeting articles that were about sex assault, and I was retweeting other articles too, but some of the articles were about sex assault victims and other stuff like that. And every time I retweet an article like that, they'd underline the word sex and put a repetition on it, repetition alert on it, and send me an email, like they was trying to ruin my repetition when I wasn't saying anything bad. Is the word sex evil? No, it's not evil. That's crazy. The fucking globalists think they know it all. They're authoritarians that want to take over this world. If you're listening to Hollywood, you're listening to propaganda. You're being manipulated. You're being forced. They use hypnotism in Hollywood. They use other things to deceive you. And they lie to you to manipulate your way of thinking. They have no values whatsoever. The liberal Democrats don't have any values. They just fight. And then you can't trust the Republicans, because the Republicans in Florida was the one that voted for gun control, and the Republican in Vermont took away the gun rights up in Vermont. So a bunch of the Republicans are a bunch of fucking liars telling you they're protecting the gun rights when they're not. So the globalists are both into the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. They all had to sign into the Center for, they're all members of the Center for Foreign Affairs. And the Center for Foreign Affairs wants to destroy this country. The Center for Foreign Affairs is not for America. It doesn't stand for America. Neither does the UN, the United Nations. They cut the money to the Trump cut the money, some of the money to the United Nations. Well, that was a good gesture, but they should take away all the money from the United Nations and not give them a goddamn cent. That would really throw them off a little bit. I'm still into health a lot. I try to eat a lot of raw foods, but I have been gone a little bit off the line. I don't know if I'll have a garden this year. A lot of things been going on. I've been having a lot of attacks, and I've had to fight back on. And so I just want to make this video to say that, well, I'm going to still be on the internet. I'm going to be on Gab. I'm Wizard Quai. It was WIZARD, capital Q, and a small I. The rest of it's all small, except for the capital Q again. And then at the end of it's 88, and I'm on Gab. And then I do a bit on Twitter. I get some of my information on Facebook. I haven't been tweeting as much as I should be, but I'm going to get back at it again. You got to watch these bastards and fight back. The next thing you know, they'll make us all get vaccinations, so we have to take all that fucking poison and die. The fucking hospitals are so corrupt and everything, and if you think I'm a maniac and all wrong, well, you probably not get the information, but that's just the way it is. Natural health and a raw food diet will heal, and it's known to heal. And the foods in the raw food diet heal, and they will keep you healthy and good and right. And organic ain't as good as it's supposed to be, but you have to do the best that you can. I eat some beyond organic, and organic, and some stuff is not organic, but you have to do the best that you can. And some of the organic agendas are pushing buying from companies that are trying to do away with your rights totally. And so they're saying, well, this is a good product, but only you buy the good product and protect your health, and then you take your health away because they'll ban it in the end because they don't stand for health or they don't stand for freedom. And so that's where that stands. So you have to make your own decisions and decide where you want to stand on this matter. But it is a fight, and if you start fighting, you die. There's no telling around. There's no getting around it. There's no way around it. You have to keep fighting. You have to keep working, and you have to keep moving forward. I get some projects, but I don't want to tell everything that I'm doing on the internet. I never have told everything I do on the internet. You never want to give your globalists your right plan of what you're up to, because then they'll use it against you. Just like them trying to frame me for my repetition for underlining the words sex under sex assault videos and stuff like that. They had so many underlined under that it made it look like I was a sex offender or something, and I don't even look at pornography or anything or interested in sex at all. I'm an old man. I just want to keep on keeping on. I want to live as long as I can live. If it's 200, that'll be just as great. But I'll keep on fighting and keep on battling and keep on going on. And I'll keep on fighting to have the best foods and do the best thing and for my freedom and for the battle against tyranny. So be aware of what your representatives stand for, because a lot of them are hypocrites. A lot of them will lie to you. Some Democrats have got up on there and they'll lie right out front and say they're for your gun rights, and then when they get in, they'll take your gun rights away. And then some Republicans will do the same thing. They'll say they're for gun rights, and then they'll take your gun rights away. So you got a corrupt system, and you just have to work around it and work for your survival and your energy and your efforts. I'll be putting more videos as long as I can put them on my website in the future, and then in July maybe I'll have more videos than that I can tweet and other things and share. You take care of your health and fight for your freedom and stand up and talk up. Don't let them boss you around. Don't let them push you down. Don't let them knock you into the ground so far and get discouraged. They want to discourage you. They want to make it, they try to mess you up. Don't let it happen. Stand up for yourself. Be a strong person and fight for your rights. This is Wizard Quai, Robert A. Adjutant, signing off. Have a good evening.